Wellness Manager Collin Martin and Risk and Compliance Manager Angela Hadley. It's this month's Fraud Fighter and Financial Wellness segment.
It is.
Happy to be back.
Absolutely.
Great to have you back. We're talking about the Mega Millions and Powerball, huge jackpots.
Yep.
And I think when they get this high, people they start. Yeah.
Absolutely. Those are the real ones, though. Those are the legitimate lottery, right? That you can go to the convenience store, actually buy a real ticket, and you have a real chance of winning. Of course, we're here to talk about all the situations where you get a phone call out of the blue and they say that you've won a lottery that you didn't actually enter, right? But, you just have to pay the taxes, and then all of a sudden you're going to win, your winnings. They're going to deposit them for you. So those are the ones you really want to be cautious of.
Tell us a little bit about what these type of scams are. Now, I'm convinced that no one in the history of the world has ever actually won a sweepstakes. I think sweepstakes are always a scam.
Yeah, I'm kind of in your camp as well. I do think there can be some legitimate ones, right? But every time you put your information out there, a lot of those places where they make a part of their money is by reselling your information, right? And then it's all those not so legitimate situations where they're contacting you, hey, you've won again, and then they're asking you for personal information or financial information. Well, the lottery doesn't just deposit to your account. That's not how that works. They're going to pay you in check form. They shouldn't need your information. So that's another one of those red flags when they start asking you for that you should say, wait a minute, I don't know that this is legitimate.
Nobody's ever going to ask you. If you didn't buy a ticket, you're not going to win.
That is your number one red flag. That is correct. But they target people that want a windfall. We just talked about we all do, right? But there are people out there that would be incredibly life-changing for, and they know that, right? They're pulling on those heartstrings of, man, I could really use this money. And we start not thinking with our heads, right, or logically when that happens. So that's exactly what those fraudsters are hoping.
Yeah, I guess there are people that they might be told, well, you did fill out a form when you were here.
Sure.
And
yeah, we live in a fast-paced environment, right? Where you're like, oh my gosh, what did I make for dinner yesterday, right? Trying to remember. So if somebody did, kind of pull that, oh yeah, this was a couple months ago, it's possible, right? And again, the more you do, the more confusing it can be to say, is this legitimate or is it not?
Yeah, let's be more responsible with our money, Collin. What's a good investment? What's a safe investment? I always hear people talk. What's a safe investment? Is there a safe investment?
Absolutely. So investing into yourself, so into your retirement funds, into your 401ks, your IRAs, those are always safe vehicles for investments. Definitely setting you up for success when you're looking towards retirement. But also you can invest your emergency fund, for instance. So when you're looking at investing, you're not just looking at what it's going to do long term, it's also how are you safeguarding your money right now. So kind of like Angela said, when you're looking at those sweepstakes and saying that you're a winner, when you didn't enter, you're not really safeguarding your money because you're tempted to give out that information. But when you're looking at when you're investing into like a share certificate, that's going to be a safe investment. You're going to get your money back. Any money you've put in, you're going to be able to return. So if you're looking at wanting to safe invest money, that's what you're going to be looking at, to more of the financial institution ways to invest, less the stock market.
And never invest more than you're willing to lose, if you're willing to lose any money at all.
Yeah, absolutely. Same thing with the lottery. There's a lot of people that want to win, right? There's that desire to win, so they're investing into buying tickets to win. But when you look down to the stats of actually winning, it's very slim. Same thing with when you're looking at investing into different platforms, like into the stock market. Research the platform you're investing into, whether it's Robinhood, there's other ones out there as well, most popular. But when you're looking at those platforms, there are dubbed accounts on there where they're looking to get that information from you to take your finances that you're trying to deposit into it.
So you say emergency fund.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you have the highest safeguards on that?
Absolutely.
Is that something you should even be investing with?
Absolutely. So we were actually just talking about this prior, but when you're investing into a share certificate, you are going to get the money that you invest back. So if you're looking at investing a emergency fund, yes, you may pay a penalty on the dividends you earn, but all the money that you invest, you will return to you. So if you're looking to safeguard it, it's locked away. You can't access it unless you have to sign documents to say, I'm taking this penalty, I'm going to withdraw this money. So that's really locking it away, safeguarding it from potential fraud. as
Yeah,
well.
versus obviously the stock market, you've got that chance of losing not only the gains that you might have gained over time, but you could lose your principal as well. So definitely don't recommend that for your emergency
Absolutely.
savings, right? Same with these crypto investments and things like that. Really, really vet the company and the source that you're investing in before you make that investment, because that can be your life savings, right? It can really make a difference for you and your financial future.
And we have professionals right here in Jackson, so if you have any questions, you can reach the fraud fighters easily, and they can help you. We're very lucky to have you guys in this town.
Yeah, we enjoy sharing this information. It's so great to get it out there and, let the public know. If there's one person that listens to this and takes that information and, again, gets that phone call and says, wait a minute, I didn't play the lottery, right?
Yeah.
Then we've really won.
I got an email yesterday that said, it's purported to be from PayPal. Thanks for your payment of such and such in cryptocurrency, and attached as an invoice. So it looks
like you feel like you've broken the law,
Yes.
so you get that, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So there was the lady. She is. I don't know exactly what her title is, but she went on really large news platforms. She lost $50,000 because of the scare tactics that they use. And this is somebody who's well educated and knows about these things,
Right.
but they scared her, right? And talked about the fact that they knew sort of her family, and they really convinced her to take all of these steps. And then by the time she actually handed over cash to these individuals, she knew she had been taken. So it's really that cautionary tale of it doesn't matter where you come from, right? Your demographic doesn't really play a factor in this.
Right.
Anybody can be victimized. So it's really about looking out for those red flags and not being afraid to pause and say, this doesn't seem right.
Yeah, I got a call from the claiming to be the sheriff's station, saying that there's a warrant out for my arrest, and I'm like, hold on, wait, what did I do? And it's fake or pulling on that emotion, and it does make you. I mean, even though we see it every day, it does make you be like, well, hold on, like,
Yeah, that gut
wait,
feeling, right? Yeah.
did I really do something wrong? And then you really have to just take a step back, like you were saying, and really reflect on the situation and say, hold on, does this really make sense?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, investigate it further. Call the local police station. Call the local, your PayPal account. Call the servicer to see, is this legitimate or not.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Absolutely.
Our fraud fighters from American One, Collin Martin and Angela Hadley. More of the show after this quick break.